again. We back again. I'm bouncing up before they count to 10. We back again. We back again. Tell your mother, brother, sister, and your friends. We back again. We back again. I'm bouncing up before they count to 10. We back again. We back again. Tell your mother, brother, sister, and your friends. We back again. We back again. I'm bouncing up before they count to 10. We back again. We back again. Tell your mother, brother, sister, and your friends. We back again. We back again. I'm bouncing up before they count to 10. We back again. We back again. Tell your mother, brother, sister, and your friends. We back again. We back again. I'm bouncing up before they count to 10. We back again. We back again. Tell your mother, brother, sister, and your friends. We back again. We back again. I'm bouncing up before they count to 10. We back again. We back again. Tell your mother, brother, sister, and your friends.
told them. Ice in my chains that remind me I'm the coldest. Ice in my veins leave your whole block frozen. Too much on the line so I can't lose focus. I know this is greatness unfolding. In front of your eyes, this my magnum opus. A masterpiece, salute to all my soldiers. Like Master P, no limit till it's over.
He sees him, and that's the ace for Astolfo.
No time. I don't think he has it. The showstopper as well. He did get it, but
Oh, he dodged it.
no way, no bullets.
Oh my god, he won.
NB.
No way. Oh, guess what? No, Bonsai with 3. Going for the repeat? And he finds the pick. And a showstopper at finds 2! 3! Astolfo is built different. Oh my god! What in the world did we just see?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to T2G Valorant Esports. We got a big tournament bracket to go through for the day, and I am joined by Dark, and we got T2G Esports up against Empire Gaming. What are you thinking about this matchup?
I'm really excited. Looking at stats, they're quite close. T2G, like in terms of win rate, is about 55% on, like both attack and defense according to the tracker. But Empire appears to be a little bit more defender sided because their attack win rate is 53 and their defense win rate is like 58. So hopefully we'll see how that matchup goes when it comes to defense. But I'm really excited about the lineup of maps. I'm sure you'll be excited to see some of these maps that are going to be played.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little surprised at the picks, purely because I don't know what their strong points are completely. And looking at their history, some interesting choices. But hopefully they've got strategies developed that we'll see over time, and they've made wise picks. We can hope.
Yeah. Looking at these roster cards to see if you guys are got some friends here. Up on these teams, we got on T2G. We got Vibes, Ooze, Banson, Crispy, and Arcades. I want to pronounce that right. I think so. And then over on Empire Gaming, we got Envy, Brady, Ricky, the Big Alpha, and Miz. So, we're gonna get into our match in a moment. We're just checking if teams are ready. Production has been working very hard. We're very sorry for the delay from earlier, but we will be ready in just a moment.
So yeah, I mean, we have a great map pool lined up. So the first map is Lotus, which is Empire's pick, and they'll be starting on defense. The next map would be Haven, which is T2G's pick, and they start an attack. And then the decider will be Ascent. If we make it there, here you go, the map bands now visible for you to look at. But yeah, I'm really excited for Lotus because I mean, it's like very well. I mean, maybe people consider it overpicked, but I love Lotus. It's very much favors aggression and attack, which almost speaks to the core of what Valorant is, which is aggression being rewarded So yeah, I'm really excited to see these teams be aggressive. I feel like a lot of teams they get into doing tier 3 and tier 2 Valorant, and then they just a little bit out of their comfort zone. So Lotus is a map that really kind of forces you to collaborate as a team in order to win it. Otherwise, you're just gonna get rolled by your enemies.
Yeah, and also just the 3 different sites you could execute on any of them, do a lot of fakes and whatnot. It's easy to transition over to B site. So it's very aggressive, very difficult to work around as defense, but um and I'd like to see how they're able to react to that. But with these picks, I mean, as we said before, you were surprised by the picks. I think they had some of the highest pick rates, I mean, win rates on Split, I believe. But we're not going to see that, uh,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I
So
did notice Split. Both teams seem to have a good track record of splits, so I was a little surprised. Like, no one wants to play Split. I mean, you guys have good track record both teams, and no one wants to play it. I mean, I love
they're
Split
afraid of
though.
each other, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
it'd be too difficult.
it
Overtime
depends.
for 20 hours.
Depends on how you want to play as well. Because when it comes to map strategy, stuff like Ascent and Split all come down to mid control, whereas Lotus and even Haven tends to come down to gaining more map control, especially on Lotus, either going for Mound or Rubble, which is very common on defense, gives you just so much space that it almost becomes harder for the attacking side. It's almost a must for the defense to go in there and take Rubble or even Mound. We have seen, especially VCT teams coming out and doing that. It's become a lot more popular to come out and take Mound because of all the benefits that will reap, and it's interesting to see that done because it is not easy to do that because what you have to pretty much just commit to it, and there's no like backing out. It's not as good of a choke point as you have on Rubble, where you can just kind of nade it and stop them coming out. And when you go for Mound, you have to fight for it. If both teams go, it can often end up just being an absolute bloodbath for that.
All right, well, we
So
got Lotus first. Teams are finally starting to lock in their characters. You know more about the meta than I do. What do you think would be the best lineup for attack and defense on this?
Well, I honestly can't speak to what the best comps is because it's going to be different for every team. But Vice is a very strong sentinel at the moment. She's very common to be picked. Her wall, I mean, we've seen how much her wall can actually provide in value, and her spikes, the slow you down. It's just the amount of time it takes for you to get past all her util can just stop a side push, and that's really valuable. I mean, I actually saw Ten's comment on it. That he said, "Oh, it's like way too long," so, and it does make sense. That's why she's so valuable at the moment. The other, I mean, Vase in terms of duelist, Vase is the preferable pick, I would say, because I don't think Neon is as good at entering, and especially in the last series, we saw how valuable the Vase ulti is on this map, especially for stopping pushes. Just being able to pull out that and get maybe 2 or 3 Ks as they enter onto C site or as they push onto A site is just so valuable. But
Mhm.
I mean, it's very mirrored at the moment. So we see we have Breach, Omen, Teho, and Vice, and the only difference between the teams are their duelist picks being Vase and then Neon.
Right, so these guys are kind of still on the meta. Again, I agree with Raze as well as a pick. All favorable on this map. You could do a lot more with your utility. I feel it's much harder. I mean, Neon entering through long. I mean, they could do it quicker, but I could assume it's just pretty difficult as we finally have the teams up and ready to go. T2G on offense first, Empire on defense. We'll see what the setup is going to be.
Yeah, so I mean, just before these guys get into it, I do want to say that the Breach Teho meta is very good on this map. So I'm kind of glad to see both teams are going to try and make use of that. Uh, so yeah, I mean, it's great for just like kind of flushing out and taking B hits. So hopefully we'll see them kind of just even like just fake B can be really good for them.
Yeah, and T2G looking to execute on C site right now. Putting a 3-stack, but also the defense is pushing up as well. They have completely prepared for this site execution, and already Tejo drone out and a stun coming through. Oh, utility dump right off the bat on T2G. They know they're there, so they're looking to rotate back. All three pushed up, Teo, Breach, and Raze on C site. Omen is waiting for B. Surely they know they're going to rotate by now. And just taking their time. Looking to go all the way over to A. Omen called that. It's pretty clear overall, except Vise is waiting. In the back, Omen is rotated over. Now they're pushing doors. Now looking for the trades. Rushing in on site. Vise goes down. A couple trades. Oh, Empire coming away with this execution. They're able to get the spike down as well. 2v2. And they have sight. Ray surely heard one go over by doors. And now Teo with the drone trying to find her. Will easily do so. Teo's wrapping around the other way. Spotted. Looking to duel. 1v2 now. Raze goes down. And also taken out. T2G. Good rotation and able to get the first round.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know if any of you were paying attention to the minimap, but we kind of saw RK lurk all the way up into A, and it was off that info. They kind of rotated off. I mean, they tried to like look to go towards B, but then they decided, yeah, let's go A. You know, our Omen has made all that space. They went A. It worked out for them. I did like what's on your taking mound control. That was very good. But unfortunately, you kind of need to do something with that space, especially when you lack the info. Maybe just even a jump peek on A would have sufficed to find out that info.
And now going for it again. They don't have 3 push-up this time. They have 2-2, well, now 3 over on B. 1-3-1 split for defense. And still looking to push through this T2G. Trying to get over to the C site. Vise is ready and waiting. Teo just delays it a little bit more. Still trying to hunt for a little more information. Not exactly sure where they are. But now they hear Neon, most definitely. Trying to entry site. Moment smokes come out. Trying to one-way. Now that drone used up for vibes on attack. Able to scan 1. Flash comes out as well. Now looking for the trades. And so far, Ricky is able to get out on top. Who's able to get off, but he gets traded out. The defense. Huge eco round so far for them. 4v2. And they also have Spike right now.
30 seconds left.
Okay, trying to go back in. Able to grab a couple more. Oh, he goes down. Now we're down to a 1v2. And they know where Banson is. Banson puts a flash up, not able to get anybody. There's the footsteps and not able to get any of the players. And now we got a tied up game.
Yeah, I gotta say, watching that round, all I'm thinking about is both teams look to be so confused. I mean, at the start of the round, 2 players are just kind of like 2 of Empire players are towards spawn. They're not defending any sites. You mentioned the 1-3-1. I looked at it like they're not even doing 1-3-1. They're doing a 1-1-1 at that point. And then when it comes to pushing and taking a C site, 2 players being on B just doesn't have any value if you don't take the site. And
Right.
you know, that's kind of lost value from that, and that's probably why they end up losing that.
And Miz going aggressive, but Neon takes him out right off the rip. And T2G able to trade out 4v4, but they are in an eco, so this is going to be really difficult to take site. Already pushing up is Ricky. Dodges the flash, but he's completely whiffs Breach. And now the players go down. It's a 1v3 situation for Vise. Banson. Gotta be able to try and make this work. Was there a eco round, so it's not too bad, but losing that previous round is going to be a bit more difficult to get out of this hole. Teo's gonna maybe one tap over here. And breach stun, dodged. Everyone knows Vise is there, able to take one down. And ready for breach.
Player standing.
Oh, we're able to get Omen over by doors on B. Now they know where breach is. And not able to clutch it. And Envy will come out on top with the 4K for round 3.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty standard stuff there for the full buy, but I mean, didn't quite clutch up. I'd say it was a good try, but kind of a bunch of 1v1s, which in team play would not recommend. Just do a triple swing at that point, or a double swing, you know. You lost Ricky, he was low, fair enough. You got two people left, just swing them together. And you're not getting into that 1v1, that reliance to win a 1v1 gunfight because all your teammates have died.
I see this 1-3-1 split again. And Raze is already looking to push out and try and find Banson, who's just taking his time, waiting. And just lurking around for information. Some shots go out, trying to execute on A side is T2G. But they got Breach and Omen there. Looking to hold sight. Doors open up. And Teo's gonna get his ultimate orb, but he gets taken down for it. Right through B doors. Now they got full site security over on A. Maybe looking for a rotate, but still trying to find that extra pick. Booz is going to push up with Spike. And he gets taken out as well. Spike goes down, and this is going to be a really tough spot. A 3v5, and Neon's able to grab Spike in, get out, but Banson's also going to find Teo. And finally able to get that one pick they were looking for. Envy takes down Omen as well. And now down to the last one, Vise once again. Can they get the clutch this time? They're blinded. And right now, Empire's got the spike in 1v3 and might just have to save this time around.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, because their eco isn't great, and that Vandal could be very valuable to keep. But at the same time, he almost clutched up last 1v3, so maybe he goes for it again.
He is going for it.
Is 10 seconds.
Oh, darn. I mean, he was looking for that pre-fire over on the left side, and Homan just swings him. Able to get at least a trade, but...
I have to respect the effort of going for that with so little time on the clock. It's very tough. I probably maybe would have... I would have definitely saved in that situation. You know, it's not worth risking it when there's so little chance of winning. But I respect the effort, and maybe he could have even got 2 there, honestly, so...
Yeah.
A good try, honestly.
Yeah, I just wasn't able to react and swing around as right after the pre-fire, unfortunately. But now looking for an execute on B site, sending 4 right down the middle. T2G, an entry. In goes Neon, but not able to do anything with it. Crispy, just able to get Raze down to just a tick of health. Now looking to rotate off. And Vise goes down as well. Banson not able to get anybody. And also takes down K. Oh, and the stun and the blind. Teo still alive. Vibes can't get any kills. It's a flawless for the defense this time around.
So, I mean, it was an eco for the attack for T2G, but I can only describe Crispy's entry there as awkward. You know, we saw him going on the stinger, pretty much use the mag, and he's a 1v3, didn't get any kills. He's kind of standing there like, yeah, I'm here, and my team's not even here with me. So, I mean, that made me laugh, obviously, but yeah, awkward. Definitely.
Yeah, and now we're going to look over on A site this time. And yeah, again, defense can rotate so easily from A and B. So they got this, like, sort of, kind of a 4-stack on A, now that they have a little bit of info, but they can go right back over to B instantaneously. But right now, looking to rotate all the way over to C, where Vise is waiting. Big Alpha, able to get 1. Just got those spikes down and taking their time, buying time for the defense to get support right now. Here comes some support now. Breach is trying to entry through and help. And Infi is able to get 1. Now it's a 4v3. Not much health to go around for T2G. with another 50 seconds to go, and they're looking to rotate again with Omen waiting. Brady's got to do a lot of work. 2 entry through, able to get 1, can't get the second. Successful entry this time around, but the spike goes down. Ricky's able to take down Ooze right before he's able to get onto site, and now it's just Vibes in a 1v3. Can they finally get the one clutch they've been looking for? Able to get 1 and not able to get another. Alpha trades off and Vibes goes down. T2G find themselves down 5-1 in round 6.
Yeah, honestly, it's not looking great for T2G. I mean, as I said, these teams are better on defense, but this is an attack-sided map, and honestly, not aggressive enough. At the end of the day, yes, you can go gather info on your sites, but you also need to, at some point, do a full push on site and not get caught out. As you see, they're kind of too slow, and they lose spike, and it's just a mess from there.
Yeah, and T2G taking another eco, and also, as you were saying, Ray's being a much better agent for this map, and right now, Crispy, only 1 in 6. As the ultimate comes out, Miz is able to get 1, and Crispy's gonna get the trade off. Envy is able to get another, but gets trade as well, 3v3. And again, coming out on top so far is the defense. Low health for T2G. Empire on top. Banson's able to get 1 though. They do have guns from those picks they got earlier. Arsenal taken away.
Look at
Trying
Arcade
to
though.
rotate over to C.
Arcade just saw that Omen TP because of how far he's pushed up. I mean, they know he's there, but he just got all that info that C was completely free, which is why they're now planting there.
Oh my goodness, and the wall bang right through the smoke as well. Now we're down to a 2-on-2.
I mean, maybe check this
And-
DC. Why?
What? A spike does not go down.
Player standing.
I think he mistimed it.
Oh, and the flash comes out. He has to dodge it, and a good swing there by Brady. That was smart play to get Tim to look away and get that trade. So it's gonna go to 6-1, and
Those,
yeah,
those Vice wallbangs are crazy. I mean, they're completely different plant spots, but so accurate. I mean, I guess when you know the map that well, you can do that. I don't know if TTG know, but you can actually get a kind of a safe plant there if you go towards the edge, you know, like where the pillar is. You can, if you face that way, it's relatively hard to get a wallbang there. But obviously, that's not very easy to post plant, but it is a safe plant to get back down. And, you know, kind of taking damage with the TV from getting plant and even losing one is not ideal. It is a little bit unlucky, honestly, getting wallbang as well. I don't think I'd expect to die from it.
yeah, and T2G. I mean, that was a really close round for an eco, and also they have 5 ultimates against none, not even close to getting one anytime soon. Is Empire, so able to probably have a better execution on site, but Miz is able to get a pick, just taking their time. And again, Crispy goes down to to the Rays. Duelist diff right now.
It is
And
a little bit on
Breach
the
is just
way that they're playing.
yeah, Breach is just waiting for A site.
See,
I
they
guess
have
they're
all these
trying to fake
ultis,
over on C.
but you kind of need to like execute with your ultimates to get value. I mean, this is your advantage here. You put it out clearly. They've got 5 ultis. Your advantage is that you have these ultis, and that's what you should use the advantage. You know the Empire don't have these ultimates, and you do, and you have equal guns. So you need to absolutely use them to just get this round that you so desperately need. You know, you want to go 6-6, especially. I mean, that's the best they can do now.
I mean, it's gonna be so difficult right now. Ultimates are there, but are they gonna risk using them? They gotta get a pick first. They're able to get one. Finally rotate on. They're actually gonna go over to B site now, but Miz is waiting and swings in, able to get out with their life as well. Stun goes through. Only 10 seconds left to get this plant down. Able to get one, but gets taken out by Breach. Both of them. And Envy will get 2 and get the round 7-1.
Yeah, I think T2G definitely need to have a rethink of their attacking strategy. Yeah, I mean, they lost 2, which is not ideal. But even then, I mean, we're going to see a timeout now. So I guess we can talk a little bit about what they could be doing better. And honestly, in my opinion, like mix it up maybe. Just try a 5-stack push something. I mean, we saw in ecos they like to they almost favor B, but they don't stack it. Like you see them all by sheriffs, but maybe like just get a bunch of stingers and then you all just run in. I mean, at that point, that's kind of hard to defend against, especially in ecos where you can get good damage. But I think just mixing up their strategy as well, they're kind of too happy to just kind of wide swing out and take fights when they need rounds and not kills, and their eco is suffering it, and ultimately they need to use this timeout to try and break the momentum of Empire, because their momentum has been insane, and at this point they're looking to take almost all the rounds on this half, which T2G would not like.
Well, it's my first time in as an observer, and right now I just figured out that you can press numbers to go to each player, so I've just been trying to desperately click around and keep up with the game, but at least I figured that out during the timeout. Now it's looking like yeah, now it's gonna be an execution over on C site. And Big Alpha is waiting. Got a wall up in, gets a flash info. Just gonna take their time. And Neon makes some noise, trips the wall. I was gonna slowly wrap around here and get Teo and the spike as well. But, oh, not able to get away with it. Crispy can't get out in time. Bruce is there, and oh my goodness, with the head tap, not able to shake him. A triple for Alpha, but K is able to get a pick of their own on Envy. It's a 2v4, or 2v3 right now. Empire on top. And they don't have Spike, and also Ricky's just gonna chase down Banson. And now this is all up to K, able to grab that Spike with the ultimate and rush over to A site. It's gonna be such a difficult position right now with only 3 HP. Gets a Teo drone. And is able to find Alpha. This would be such a huge round to win. I mean, every round at this point. Oh, and 2 in the smoke. He wrapped around behind them. They're both expecting, except now pushing through. Brady's finally able to find K. If he just went a little bit quicker, he might have been able to find him.
I mean, he did an amazing job trying to clutch it, but what I watched at the beginning was 3 1v1s on C, and just basically feeding the Vice and 3 kills there. Which, this is, the Vices are the top frags at the moment, and doing 1v1s against top frags is probably ill-advised. But, it was a very good try, but at the end of the day, when you're 3 HP and your enemy's got a shorty or even a classic, then you're basically like 1 breath away from just kind of losing that. So it's almost impossible to win those types of clutches at times.
Yeah, and now finally going for a 5-stack over on A site. T2G looking to rush in right now. I was trying to go through. Breach ultimate comes out. And Teo's going to go down. Vibes not able to get through. And again, just trading. Trying to get onto site right now. Able to find 2 of them. And another ultimate comes out. Oh my goodness. Miz gets out with their life just in time as well. And Spike finally goes down. They got a 4v3 with sight now. Surely they can get away with this round. Miz trying to get through, get some info. Taps Spike, gets stunned, and will fall down. Finds 2. It's just Brady left, and not able to get him all.
So what we saw there was how to play the game properly from T2G. They used ultis perfectly there, and they used their other util to kind of clean up to utilize their mana advantage to win that round. I mean, ideally you would have seen those ultis come in earlier. They've been holding them on for maybe too long, but they got that round, and maybe they'll get a few more. They did have to commit a whole bunch of ultis, as you mentioned, to get in that round. but when they have the confidence to play off their util, they manage to succeed, and that's all they need. All they need is to play off the util they have.
Yeah, we're gonna execute on C site, maybe get a fake, but Ricky's able to get their pick. Look for another. Brady's also able to get Banson. And now Vibes is just gonna creep up here with K, and also we have Ooze pressing up B as well. They're looking to change their execution. And that's what makes us so offender-sided. You can just change where you want to execute every 2 seconds, and in theory it should work, but this is proven differently. Envy's able to take one down, get the spike down as well. And looking for yet another rotation, and just finding pick after pick. Empire Gaming doing a perfect job on defense so far, except for those couple rounds. Now Ooze is just gonna take his time as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like they've lost a lot of people, and now they're trying to get those picks back. So it is kind of everyone's
30 seconds
waiting.
left. Last player
I mean,
standing.
isolating a 1v1 is so difficult in this situation, and now 1v5, now make a 1v4. Ooze is able to find one, still full HP. And the double peek as well. Miz will just take him down and secure a 9-2 lead. Final round now. And just looking for a force buy. Not everyone's able to this time around for T2G.
As you mentioned last round, and their econ isn't even enough to almost like get a 4 buyout to try and get that 9-3. There is a couple of OTs on the board. As you can see, we have Vibes has their OT, Miz and Brady also have their OTs with Big Alpha being 1 away and Envy 2 away.
Retrieving flash.
We're now looking for an execution on A side for this final round of the half before we get the switch. And less than ideal of a situation for T2G. Stun comes out, and swinging in, Ooze is able to find Ricky. And we find another trade as well, pushed over onto the B side. They got it completely secure now. And ultimate comes out for Brady, so able to lurk over to C. They're running all the way there. And now we're in a 3v4, and Vibes goes down with the spike turned around. Now all the utilities gonna come out for the final round. No more ultimates to go. And a push up from Envy doesn't work out this time. And the wall bang comes through from Miz. It's a 2v1. And Alpha now in a 1v1 because of that aftershock, and able to get 3. Ooze able to clutch up for the final round.
Switching sides.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's not much to say about that apart from what you saw. Beautiful clutch there, and hopefully they'll take the 9-3 curse to be able to get more rounds on defense. To be honest, I hope it actually ends up being a closer game, because I do always love seeing Lotus gameplay, but it depends on what their strategy is going to be on the defense. Their attack strategy was almost very weak, whereas Empire had a very standard defense strategy, which worked very well for them, allowing them to get 9 rounds. Hopefully, TGG will have some sort of strategy prepared for it. They're looking to do like 2C, 3A at the moment, which is interesting.
Alright, I'm finally following your POV. Well, T2G, they got at least mirror on defense, and already a pick off the bat for Empire. We're gonna be aggressive, as Miz is already pushing in, trying to find that Teo, goes into the smoke just in time, and Ricky's able to get the trade off with Miz. And 4v3, planting spike, has sights, and another goes down. Now completely secure for a moment. Oh my goodness, good swing around there from Ricky. Has 3.
Last player standing.
Well, he does get taken out. And the dink doesn't work out. Banson's able to get Alpha. Now 1v2. With only 1 tap of health. 1v1. And the stun as well comes out from Envy. They gotta push this quick. Still has a flash. Opts not to use it. Dodges 2, but not able to find the head. And it's gonna go 10-3.
Yeah, I mean, not what you see. It was a very nice shot, but ultimately, that's devastating, honestly. This is going to allow them to buy and pretty much almost get eco frags and take the second round. I mean, they should win this, take them to 11-3, so definitely not ideal for T2G, but it's not lost yet. We will have to see what happens in these upcoming rounds. It's all going to matter. These next 2 rounds are probably the most important of the game so far.
Yeah, and T2G putting most of their stack over on B this time around, just leaving K to deal with this onslaught that's about to come at him, already knocked down to just a couple taps of health. And is right from behind, able to get him. And they have a completely secure site and a 5v4. It will make it 4v4. Crispy able to find one with the Sheriff head tap. The stun goes in. Looking to maybe wrap around one of the doors at the least. Open it up, trying to push through, but look at Vibes trying to get Envy. A couple strafes back and forth. Can't find the second one. But Ricky will be able to get another. And it's just a 1v2 now. Not able to find any more. And yeah, what a round there from T2G.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that they're going to win that eco, but I mean, I'm always shocked by what goes on in this game. I think Vibes, absolutely instrumental in that retake. He was basically solo holding the CTV side of retake, whilst everyone else went attack side and through tree, and he was just there by himself fighting all 3 of them, and he gets 2 of them. So I mean, well played Vibes. Those were great kills, and if he hadn't got them, they probably might not have even got that retake done. So a very well played retake from Vibes mainly.
Yeah, and that was also a huge round for them in terms of eco. T2G gotta replicate it. Able to get Brady right off the rip. No more smokes. And now pushing through doors. Trying to find Vibes, who's running away. They know he's up there. So we got plenty of support already coming in. And there's the first pick from Banson. Now looking around, trying to find Miz, able to flick down and get him. And now another trade. It's a 1v4 and stunned, and that is it right now. And finally, we're starting to see some life from T2G. 5-10.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we want to see. And that was a very good retake from them. I think the issue with Empire was, having just lost that round, and then now they're going on to B, and it's kind of awkward. They don't have great guns, and they're a little bit too slow, and B is a hard site to take. B is very easy to retake. It's very hard to hold. You kind of need to take more space, and they kind of waited too long to do that. They allowed them to almost the entire TCG just out of time to take it.
They're looking for the execution over on C site, but they already got Banson waiting with their setup. Now Miz with the entry grenade gets that wall to go up. And Alpha's able to get that pick on Crispy, so we're down to 5v4 for the offense. Very favorable. Has a couple push back in the swing. Not able to find anything. And now another couple picks. It's a 4v2. And T2G, it's not the best situation for them. And Vibes, oh my goodness, look at that. Looking to wrap around. Doesn't even matter as Miz is able to take down Vibes, but yeah, wrapping all the way to the back. Alpha was waiting. One pick got, but Ooze not able to find another. It was a really tough situation regardless, and 11-5 we go.
So I wouldn't say that TG played that badly, because they didn't, but they need to be a little bit careful, because I think it's safe to say Empire does have better aim in this game, so it's absolutely got to come down to your teamwork and strategy being absolutely perfect to to get these rounds that you so desperately need, honestly.
Yeah, now both teams full buy here. And a bit more of a gamble for T2G. I mean, they kind of desperately need it. But if they go down now, Miz is able to get a pick. But if they go down now, fighting a final round with no eco is just less than ideal. They are able to get down to a 5v4 for Empire Gaming and able to get it down to a 5v3 now with the plant and site. It's perfect for them right now. Flash comes out. Ultimate as well from Teo, but it gets Ooze just in time before he can get out of it. And now a 1v5 needed to keep them in the game. Here comes K. Maybe if he wraps around, he'll be able to find Teo. Oh, he gets him in the back. Smoke goes down. He's got to find one more 1v1, but it's just going to be so difficult. He's stunned as well. It's going to buy so much more time. Tap of the spike. They're just going to spray. He might have to save and get another pick. He's able to find a second one. But he's got to get out of there. Finds a third, but he can't find any more. 12-5 match point for Empire Gaming.
Match point.
It is match point, and Empire have done really well there. I already talked about how important the Vice hold is there, and Vicky just walked past it and killed Vice, and you're like, well, that's not what should happen. But he did it. He got plant down. I mean, he was getting plant down whilst his teammates were still waiting for the wall to drop on A main. So that kind of is what helped win them the round. Vicky just walking around with the spikes, just walking in. I mean, totally unexpected from the defense there.
Yeah, now they just gotta force T2G. Desperately need this round, and well, every other round, 7 in a row at least, to keep themselves in this game. Now slide in. Crispy gets taken out. T2G already lost one of their numbers. Now this execution over on C site. Banton able to get one with a judge from medium range. And the ultimate comes out. Classic as well, but gets taken out by the aftershock. Seen so much of that this series. And now Envy with another pick. Vibes finally able to get one. Trying to find another. Trying to isolate a 1v1, but not able to get it. And Empire Gaming with a dominant 13-5 for map 1.
So yeah, Empire are going to take that game, and I think it's quite safe to say that they just had better strategy and aim. That's kind of allowed them to just propel themselves forward into winning so many rounds in terms of like momentum. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, we're going to see that most Empire, I mean, T2G have the bottom 4 in combat score, so that's not something you want. But looking at the timeline, the just amount of games won in a row is absolutely crazy. They won 8 games in a row on their in the first half, so that's absolutely going to be the main issue there. I mean, we did see they had we saw T2G kind of try to bring it back there, but it just is really hard when you've got so many rounds down. But it was a good effort, I'd like to say, and we saw some good clutches and plays there, even if it didn't work out for them in that game.
Yeah, now we're just gonna go to quick intermission right now before we switch over to the next map. Empire going up 1-0 in this best of 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And right now on stream, we got, for those that have just joined us, we got T2G up against Empire Gaming. And Empire Gaming took round one in a dominant fashion, 13-5 on Lotus. So we're going to head over to the next map. We got Haven right now. And yeah, our teams are going to be ready in a moment. I'm joined by Dark once again. So what's your prediction for this map specifically?
It is a T2G pick, but if I have to place bets, probably Empire might come out on top. Just from the performance last game that we saw. But you never know. TG picked them up, so maybe they'll have this one down, and that's going to allow them to come out and win it. Honestly, they need a little bit more teamwork, aggression, and less 1v1s. And that should hopefully make for a lot of a much more of a closer fight than what we saw. In terms of Empire, I mean there are some improvements absolutely, but they're putting up a really good fight at the moment. Their strategy isn't perfect, but it's working against T2G, and you know they probably chose the better comp as well going into that last game. So hopefully maybe we'll see less of a mirror comp. I do like mirror comps or close mirror comps because they do kind of show, like the skill level of these different teams. It shows you almost who's better at playing because you're so similar in what you're playing. But at the same time, having different agents completely changes the way the game's played and adds a whole new level to what you're doing in terms of strategy.
All right, well, we got this Haven set up. Well, in your opinion, like for this map, what would be the best picks for defense and offense?
Honestly, this map is so open. I mean, you have current metas, but I really like the fact that on Haven you can kind of build whatever you want. You can build a Yoru comp, a Sova comp. Ciphers are very common on this map, and I mean, Cypher is maybe the best Sentinel pick for this map because ultimately there's one of the most out of any maps. This map has so many entry points onto sites that you can't watch them all. You can't watch them all with players. So having those tripwires in the camera can just kind of like to lock down a certain side of the map and get you the info that you need on such a large map. Unlike Lotus, it is like free side as well, but you have like 3 choke points. Whereas on Haven, you've got Garage and C long. On the A side, you're gonna have a short and then a long, and then you've got the B side to worry about as well. So it is a quite complex map. I think it does favor your attack strategy a little bit more if you want to work on that, because the ability to kind of take space and rotate is really good, and it's really hard for defenders to take space like on Lotus. On Lotus, you'll see it's very easy for defenders to come in and take the space, but on Haven, taking space means you're giving space a little bit. If you try and go too long, you're exposing Garage and long flank times, and if you do same on the opposite side, you have the same issue. But we have the picks in, and we've got 2 ciphers. We're seeing the Neon again. We have the Jet, the Sova. We have Breaches. Breach is very strong on this map. Teho, I haven't seen played often, but hopefully we'll see some things brought to the table. And once again, on the Omens, which is quite standard. His paranoia is so valuable, and he's just a better pick over those kind of like single smokes like Clove. So on this, TGT are going to be starting on attack, which is very fun. And we will be getting underway soon.
Right, and also just looking for a little better entries there from T2G. I remember Crispy went down a lot in the previous map and without many picks. So that's another thing we're going to be looking for. But
So,
here we go right off rip as well.
T2G. I mean, they look like they want to go A, but that's over. That just completely shut them down. And now what we're seeing here is they're looking to go into Garage. Ooze at the front, and then we're gonna have the Neon come in, take on that space. The Omen Paranoia, but they're gonna be playing a retake on C. Actually, no, they're going in, and Brady gets one, Ooze gets Brady trading out, RK gets Alpha, and it is a 3v4 in favor of T2G. Not anymore, because Vicky is just gonna shut that down. And now, the flash comes out, he swing it well, and it's all on Ooze, who's just kind of chilling on backside, but what can he do? And it is absolutely nothing. I mean, that retake was very well executed, and I feel like I failed to mention a little bit of how valuable retakes are. On Notice, they're valuable, and they're also valuable on Haven. I don't know how much you've seen of that, but C and A retakes are very valuable. If you can do those well, then it makes this game so much easier. If you struggle with that, then your game becomes 10 times harder. But very well played from Empire, playing that retake so well, and getting that round.
Yeah, and we got a 1-2-2 stack, Cypher alone on C. And
I mean, look at the
Tristana
Outlaw.
already finds Miz as well.
Miz already on the Outlaw. I mean, look at him. He's just gonna go in.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's not the way you want to start.
And
Oh
Vicky
my
as
goodness.
well. Vicky, no. Yeah, I mean, going at your own peril, I guess. They've just kind of handed over guns to the T2G side. But, that was very entertaining for us, so I'm not going to say anything bad about that strategy, because it's very entertaining to watch. But, no, I appreciate that sort of aggression. It's not always going to work out, and stuff like that's going to happen. Maybe unwise, but very interesting to watch, and when it works, it's very good. I mean, I'm just watching Brady now. He's worked his way up. He's got so much info.
If he stayed on the left side, he might have been able to catch out at least one as well. But, Alpha's going to get a pick here, and just holding down sight and now forces us into a 2v3 situation. Oh my goodness! The wall bang from Vibes! Able to get away? Not able to get away, and now Brady trying to find Neon, and just the strafing back and forth, not able to find it. It's a 1v2 right now. Envy, it's all on his hands.
That was honestly, it felt like it was in his advantage. He had the flank, he had the peek from Neon with the knife out, and it all just went wrong. The Pano came out, and he whiffed all of his shots, and now it's all down to Envy to finish this up.
I think they heard him maybe going up the stairs as well. It's just gonna stun from up heaven and the flash down, but he doesn't find anybody yet. Now he's all out of utility, and it's just him and his gun. Gets a wall bang, but can't find Neon on the bottom left side. We got a tied up game.
Yeah, I mean, Crispy, I speak a lot about playing together, but at that point, you're letting your teammates, these guys fight out. You just don't expect someone to be under you. You'd expect them to come out and peek out and try and help with the fight, but you're not going to expect someone to just be sat there waiting for you to jump into a window after all that. You'd expect to get involved earlier. But well played there, going 1-for-1, so it's already, a closer game. Empire not able to capitalize on the economy that they built up. I mean, TG just seems to be very good at winning their eco. This is the second eco they won. They're looking to make their way up toward B. Ooze killed Ricky there.
Wow, just right through the smoke.
Yeah, just an absolute wallbang. Just through the smoke. No line of sight, and he's gonna get taken out.
He just has the crosshair set up.
But we also love to say, I mean, we love hitting them. We hate getting hit by them. But looking at Envy now, he is solo hold on A, and it's going to be tough for him. He's going to have to retake the Tejo drone. He's going to lose location. All the Utah's going to come out. He chose to stay on side. He wants to try to take short control, and he's going to get it. He's going to take down Banson, and now he's just sat in the corner. He's been forced out by the Util, but somehow he has got away with it. He was forced out, and only now does he fall to Ooze. Brady taking down Crispy there. They have the Cypher lurk, but it's all too late. Big Alpha. Oh no, and he's not able, he's just staring. He sees it for so long, but he manages to somehow still hit Vibes in the back rather than the head.
He was staring at him. He had trigger discipline there. He was waiting for their backs turned, but can only find their spine and not the can't get up the neck into the head is just it doesn't work out that time. But I mean, I don't know how Envy survived that how long. Can we talk about that? Able to get a pick running around like hit
Yeah,
by 5,000
absolutely.
utility.
Pure bravery from Envy there. The wise thing, or the sensible thing would be to get off and play retake. You know, Ryuto is so valuable. But no, he's going to take short with the Sheriff, get the kill on short, and then proceed to get... I mean, he gets away with it. He gets forced out and he just jumps down into short. And he doesn't get any more kills from it, but the fact he's able to escape maybe speaks a little bit to how T2G are kind of playing it. But they are winning. They are 2 rounds up. They have a better econ. Although, so yeah, I mean, looking at econ as well, Empire really needs to get this win. Watching Crispies, they're so pushed up on A. It's like 2v2 on there. They're going to back off on it. They're playing like a default to try and take space. And they are going to end up walking to the Cypher site. So we saw from earlier that even though it's Cypher site, they tend to play retake on it. Which is fair enough. She's a lot easier to retake. They are gonna. Do they know?
Oh,
look at, Brady. He just sat in the corner. They haven't cleared him out. He's gonna get. He got a couple kills there, I think. I mean, Vicky. Ulting in the middle of the map. Yeah.
He's able to get that tap on Neon. They're playing for long right now.
Yeah.
Spike isn't perfectly planted for them, but Crispy is able to get one out of the way. Now it's Suvi2, as Miz also gets their own pick. Tap of the Spike and forcing one to look. And there is a jiggle peek right there from K. And now looking to just push them, but can't find the trade. 1v2, trying to swing around, but cannot find Ricky. Taps it again, but he's able to get Omen out of the way. Ooze has got to look for this one, but he's playing patient, knows he's off the Spike. And he's able to get a pick, but not the Spike in time. And T2G going up 3-1.
Yeah, I was just looking at Ooze, and he wasn't competing that. He knew that Vicky wasn't going to commit to defusing at that point. And you know, that takes patience. I mean, if Vicky stuck it there, he probably could have defused it without Ooze peeking him. But you can't know that. So, I mean, absolutely well led by Ooze. Because obviously Arcade tried to take the fight and wasn't able to win that. But yeah, T2G coming out well on this map. It is their pick-up map, and they're doing well on the attack side. Their econ is good, and Empire have to do eco. Look at Miz with the Stinger pushing up. He's next to Spike, and he's next to Badson. Stinger gets one. He's going to get taken down. We saw a couple shells go after that. Vicky, I mean, this aggression is really good from the defender side there. They've actually seen T2G now go towards into their own spawn. Unfortunately get taken down there. However, they're going to go plan, and hopefully Envy and Alfie, Envy and Alpha might be, well, Alpha's definitely going to be able to get a Vandal here, or a Phantom. Envy is just kind of waiting outside for the retake. He's got his util. Would have liked to see him pick up a Vandal or something as well. I mean, actually, he's been given it. Alpha is choosing to give it to Envy. Not that Alpha needs it, because he's just going to take down Ooze with a Sheriff. And now the Tejo drone has revealed. Vibes is on short. The ulti is going to come down, but they know where Vibes' general location is. So they are probably going to be able to... Oh, they're going to have to stick it, though. The delay is so long. But, I mean...
they got it.
Alpha gave away the Phantom to Envy, but he clearly just battled the Sheriff. I mean, maybe that's why he gave it away. He didn't need it. I mean, those were nice shots by Alpha, you know, to clutch that out. And unfortunately, I think that T2G could have played that a little bit better on their post plan. Maybe something similar to what they did in the previous round on C.
Yeah, and not only that, but I feel like Vibes could have waited a little bit longer, but like at the same time there were two there. One might have been guaranteed to stick in, know that they're gonna fake and just look for the double swing down to sewers, so not able to get the pick he wanted or get them off the bomb long enough to take that round.
maybe you just swap it around. You wait for the tap, you put a Ito down, and you put the drone last. If you put the drone last, that's what you need in terms of info. Be able to scan and then peek out. But now look at this. Look how far Empire pushed up, and Mickey's going to get punished for it.
Oh, wow.
Both of them are going to get Miz punished as well. They love pushing up an 8, but it doesn't work for them. But they're going to keep trying, I think. Brady is just going in, but he doesn't know about Crispy in Hell, who's taking down Invi as well. And now it's only Alpha left alive. Maybe he aces. He sees a nice shot, but it's not to be. I mean, T2G has not taken any chances. Look how many swung out against him to prevent him from even getting a single pick. Yeah, and that's going to be absolutely flawless from T2G, not losing anyone in that round, which is just amazing. And now their econ, their momentum in terms of economy is really good, and Empire once again on a save. Their econ isn't bad though, so next round they should have good econ. But the fact that they're on chef this round is to TGG's advantage. They should be able to just kind of almost. I mean, if they look at econ, they might be able to work out. They can just like push aside, and there's not much Empire can do about it. Empire looking to take space again.
Aggressive.
Give me those back.
Yeah, Miz gets one with his knife. Alpha.
Oh no!
Kevin. Fortunately gets traded out, but he got a 1 with his detail.
Planted.
Those were some nice knives by Miz there, taking down Banson. And now TGG are they're outnumbered. It's a 2v3. It's currently in favor of Empire, and they have to worry about their flank as well. But the ulti from Ooze, he's pushing in, but he gets taken down on vibes. He's just unaware that Miz has taken all that space from him while they were doing that. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out for them, and it's no fault of their own. But the ulti doesn't really affect the aim of the people that are stunned. So I mean that kind of what lets you down. He probably should have waited for vibes to come with him, so they could swing that together and have at least an advantage doing that. But also quite why doing that and just get taken out after you've used your ulti to send them away. But yeah, no, it's actually a very close game, and this is very exciting, you know, to see the Visa do close game now.
I mean, he could pop someone off with a spike with his ultimate as well, and just look for that retake play. But unfortunately, he used it aggressively, and he gets tapped in the head right away. But Indy's gonna find his pick as well, and Ricky just trying to get anybody. He's able to get Jet and trying to find the head. And K is gonna get 2. Make this a 3v4. And Empire right now on the ropes.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness. 1v1. Oh, not able to get.
I mean,
okay, gets a 4K for it.
Absolute ball on Seaside there. The ulti came out. We saw Branson use the ultimate, and I mean that probably helped in them being able to actually win that round. But also RK. I mean RK got at least 3 kills, definitely 3 kills. He was aiming down short. Jet peeks out and he just flicks that headshot, and then he goes short. And then he comes in at the end to clean up the 1v1 off the Cypher ulti. So, I mean, very well played by RK in that round. And that's going to take them to 5-3 with the advantage. Empire's econ is going to suffer if they don't win this round. Miz has invested in op though. Crispy taken down by Vicky, and now just
One enemy remaining.
Oh wow, that was fast.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fast. See, just completely shut down by Empire. Hanson make his way up into garage. Edging close to the trip, gonna break it. And now everyone knows what he's playing, so it's a little bit awkward. And the straight is too much for him. He gets stiffed by Alpha there. But honestly, it's very hard in that situation to come out and kind of clutch at that point. It happened so fast, and CC was put down so well by Empire. They just came in and they just wiped the entire T2G team. And now, looking at them now, they're all looking to buy sheriffs, apart from Ooze, who is actually going to buy sheriff. He's a little bit indecisive. I was talking about economy, but it looks like T2G's economy is going to be the one suffering at the moment.
I mean, both of them had a really difficult investment there, and now, I mean, massive advantage here for Empire. We're gonna get the Cypher able to get one out of the way, and looking for that execution over on B.
It's probably the first time the team misses up there, to be fair. It's got to feel bad. Cypher player there, crouch walking his way up just to get taken down by that up. But yeah, as you said, they have just taken B, and it is gonna the Empire have to pay it. Nice.
Oh wow!
Oh no, he's unaware. Ooze
How did he
didn't
get
notice.
What?
He didn't notice. Ooze,
And just a
how
quick
did he not
4K?
notice that? He just dashed in, updrafted, and he's floating above your head, and you're still waiting to peek it.
I mean, he was trying to bait in the others. I think it worked out. Everyone was like trying to find the jet, and also like everyone swinging at once from all different angles, and gets a perfect, flawless executed round. And now look at that eco as well.
I don't think Jet should have got away with that, to be honest.
Oh yeah, most definitely not. Never in a million years.
But you know, it works, and it's really entertaining to watch this, because you don't see this a whole lot. A lot of teams aren't doing that. And, you know, these teams, they just pull stuff like that out, and you're like, what just happened? And that's really interesting to see, compared to the boring, consistent, same strategies that are just copied out of VGT. VGT looking to do a C-spin now. But look at Vicky.
Oh my!
He ulted Spike. T2G. The real question is, how long does it take to realize Spike is not with them?
Oh boy, yeah, it's way back. Oh, it's
That's
a 1v4 as well, unfortunately. He doesn't have any ultimate to work with either. He can't just rush up and get the spike, and now Ricky's gonna push up and try and find it. It doesn't even matter. Brady already takes down his twin. And yeah, 6-5.
T2G, bit of a misplay there. They lost the spike to the ultimate. It's not great, but at the end of the day, it's within your grasp. Go back and get it. At the same time, you've like definitely committed to C now, or you've at least got some sort of committed to C. So that's the point where you just pick up spike and then you just go A. We saw that Banson wanted to peek out, and he was just in between the toss there and got absolutely punished for it, which is not ideal. Yeah, look at this, going in with the up again though.
Oh, just barely misses Bance and gives him a haircut.
He got
Maybe he knocked the hat off his head, trying to push up, but Cypher's already gone through! And a flawless comes out as well! Everyone goes down within a matter of seconds!
I mean, we were just kind of watching Mish try and get that kill on Cypher the entire round, but if you saw on long, they had Imbi get 2, and then Mickey get 2, and then it's just the poor Cypher all left alone to die to miss his shorty. Not even the arm, he's dying to the shorty. So I mean, when you have so many members of your team, you have a 4v2 and you can't lose that, honestly. You have the guns. Even if you have bad guns, we're going to lose that. But a great half there from Empire. They're taking the lead 7-5, and you know now it's swapped, and we're back on pistols. And you know T2G on defense. So hopefully they'll be able to get these rounds back with their Cypher. And he is a Cypher side here. But Invi is going to get 2 at the class series. Oh no, he's reloading. So
oh my goodness, no.
So awkward. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I mean, we got to get a clip of that at some point. That's just awkward. We're watching this very epic fight where the Jet and Cypher reload in front of each other because they spent all their magazines. But, you know, Empire going to take that round, give them a good head start. I say that, they had a head start in the last half, but then they lost their bonus, didn't they?
By a lot. It was like 3-5 at one point, and in favor of T2G, and they've lost 5 in a row now, and looking to be 6 because of all these Chef's and Nico, and already 3 go down in the mid, and they're just gonna get a free rush over to B, and Alpha gets another, and it's all up to Banton with a classic. This is an impossible situation. He's strafing back and forth. He's able to get one, but not a second.
Banton getting the kill the fast. How is a classic any match for the Vandal there? But it is apparently. But yeah, I think the entirety of T2G decided we're all gonna swing out on mid and see what happens, and that's what happens.
And Banton with the gulp, and he's shaking in his boots a little bit.
I really like that classic kill though.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's under that pressure. It's very easy to like, oh, I'm gonna stand still and shoot, but no, he's out there. He's keeping up the strafing, and he gets the kill. Obviously, a bit of whiffing from Empire there, not to kill him when you have the better gun.
And also a reminder, this could be the final map if T2G don't find a comeback here.
I mean, they could try to come back, but they need to play it very carefully against Empire, because if they're not careful, Empire is going to absolutely take it home. I mean, look at what they're doing right now. They're splitting up into A. They've got 2 A short, 2 A long. The defenders haven't free stack, they suspect something, but here comes the execute. And all the promos coming out, clearing out.
Oh wow!
Miz getting that 2K, the flash coming out as well. I mean, what chance do you stand? At that point, this is why we think it's so important.
Oh, such a deadly angle. Oh my goodness!
Banton, calm down. You're gonna get an ace here at this point. I'm talking about how well Empire are playing, and they get like just walking out into Benson's line of sight. Invy's gonna take down Arcade and Banton. Banton almost on track to get an ace there in that situation.
I mean, they were holding a double angle, but Banton just found them first every single time and just said, nope, I'll find your head, doink, 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 and just got a triple, but not able to get the round, and now down in a 10-5 situation, and
they had
Empire not looking
did
good.
really well on the execution, but that's a mistake pushing TT at that point. There's no need. You have such a big man advantage, and by doing that, they lost that time advantage they just gained. And TG needs to do the same. They need to keep the man advantage by playing retake. At the end of the day, it's not worth holding that ground for an extra second if it's being taken down. Banton here, he manages to get away with it. Just about, he's getting very much punished there with the util. So now, TTG have the option. Their econ isn't great, but they're going to be playing a retake with all 5 members. Look at this, they come along.
Oh no, Crispy. Crispy ends up stunning himself. It's now a 4v3, and they just gotta wait as
it's
well.
It's a 3v3 now. Alpha is kind of taking long. Brady. Slide comes in, but unfortunately the guns are weak and these are 1v3, so it's going to be another round to Empire. 11-5. They're getting very close to match point at this stage, and TGG are really kind of struggling to get a foothold against this team. Obviously their econ wasn't great, but they had a retake, and what I don't like about that is they put 3 on long, which is kind of awkward when you have Stingers and Sheriffs. You kind of want to go for Garage or CT, where you're going to have that closer gunfights and the advantage. Look at that, Miz taking down Crispy. Miz is going to get 2, just walking in. Brady getting a kill on B as well. Miz falls down, so does Brady. These guys, they just walk in, got a bunch of kills and they're taken down. But Alpha has used this to advantage to just walk up through Garage, take that space. So ultimately, the trades, even if you're trading equally, it's in the attacker's advantage because then the defenders lack info and the attackers can group up and go anywhere. I mean, just look at their position now. They have plant on C, but they have Vicky waiting on B, and Alpha's waiting on CT, and Ooze is going to go one of these directions, and he's going to walk into one of them. It is going to be Alpha, and Alpha is just sitting there patiently waiting to get that pick. I mean, look at that setup. Like, the only way he can go is the long way around, and that's too long. So, very well played there from Empire, just walking in, getting a bunch of kills, and it worked, because without defenders, you're going to really struggle to hold any sort of map control.
Yeah, now we got a 12-5. Got to win 7 in a row for T2G. They have to force this one, and here we go. They're gonna execute over on C site this time around for Empire Gaming, looking to close things out right off rip. And Alpha's just gonna wait for flank, play some trips, and try to get some info as Breach ultimate comes out as they enter site. And
Yeah, everyone got kind of
Solon's
got
able to
by
get
the
away
Breach.
and into the garage. Now a couple trades as well onto the site. It's a 2v3 right now to win it and make it 2v2 and down to 1. But Defender's able to get away with it. And it's going to go 12-6. T2G able to get the picks they need.
I think I have to say, I mean, the performance of the site defense was quite poor for having Cypher on it, but they were slowed down so much by the Breach ulting their own duelist. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that slowed them on way too much, and that's probably why they ended up losing that round. Obviously, they ulted the Cypher as well, but ulting your duelist and your teammates, you know, you can avoid that. That doesn't need to happen. So that's probably why they lost so detrimental. But match point and TCG are holding on by literally a thread here. Look, RK is going to fall
and the
Vicky.
pick.
Miz not able to get any kills with the knives though. Crispy backs off. What a retake.
Wow.
Dude, coming in with the ulti. Crispy takes down Vicky. Look at this.
Oh,
Crispy is going to get in the
okay.
Ambrady. And now it's all on Alpha. Alpha is going to whiff those shots. Alpha is just walking out. He had to walk of shame at this point. You know, walk into my crosshairs this time because my crosshair can't find your head. So now, I mean, it's tough for him. Look at this stun. He's caged. He's gonna get sprayed through.
Wants that ace.
Scared of his back. I mean, if he clutches it, it's gonna be amazing. Look how much he's dropped on him. He's kicking down though. Crispy's standing there. Not what you want. These. Yes, you have Spike. Yes, it's a 4v1, but they're all in one
30
positions.
seconds left.
Although, as long as they kind of stay hidden and don't stand in the open, you have the advantage.
Oh.
I mean, like that,
Uh-oh.
you swing out and you've given him the ultimate. 70 seconds on the clock though. He's gonna go for it. He's got a winnable scenario here for him. The stun does misses
he
him.
dodged the
10
stun.
seconds on the clock.
Enemy
He
remaining.
Oh
gets
my
the kill,
goodness!
And he has time.
No
He's
way!
taking it down. Banson is not gonna peek
Oh my!
out. Banson, probably. Banson just gets taken down. He just
Wow!
did. They just let that happen. Oh, that was an amazing performance there from.
A 4v1, he denies the ace as well, and he's able to retake Spike. That's just a massive blunder there from the defense, and what a clutch from Banson to end things off.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, not
unfortunately-
Banson.
Yeah, from.
I'm Alpha. They're both Cypher. My bad.
I honestly don't know what TGG strategy was for that. You know, you have Spike, you have numbers, and when you play it like that, what can you say? This is basic Valorant. Don't take ones, and definitely don't let them pick up the Spike with enough time to plan, because he had 6 seconds on the clock, and then that's an extra 2 seconds, and Banson was not even in a position to intercept that. If you want to. Even if you get in that situation, you want to be close enough to kind of be able to jump peek it or to peek and deny the plan. If you can peek that, get a shot off, and then go back to cover, you've denied the plan and then all you need to do is survive. But Banson, I don't think he realised how much time had to plan. Kind of why he let that happen. We saw him kind of tuck in a corner, thinking that the round was going to be over, maybe trying to save his gun. But then he just, the plank goes down and he gets headshot. I mean, everyone got headshot there. The aim on Alpha, the discipline was absolutely amazing. Obviously,
it's just-
you could have played it better, but credits to a credit you. Those were some nice shots from Alpha to clutch it out.
Yeah, but I mean, to think that Immortals are allowing all these 1v1s and a 4v1, I mean, they tried to get the ace down. They did have the stun and whatnot, but I mean, getting away with his life by a thread, Alpha, able to wrap all the way around with next to no time, and yeah, it was just a miracle that he's able to win that round, but just takes the series and makes it another dominant win, 13-6 this time instead of 13-5, and able to win that best of 3, 2 maps in a row. And yeah, just showing that they're going to be a very dominant team going into the coming weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Empire, they've clearly shown themselves to be a strong contender for the series. T2G, unfortunately, gonna lose out on this game, 2-0 to Empire, not even able to get their own map. Considering Haven was their pick, and they only got 6 rounds, isn't the best. But they did have a better performance than the first map. I will give them that. But I mean, come on, that ending to it was just not what you want from your team. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's shocking to see how that turns around. From Crispy getting 4K, be denied the ace, and then Alpha not only denying the ace, but then coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna clutch it now. Yeah, that's it for you guys. I mean,
Yeah, for now.
you think like, oh, this round we're not gonna lose at this point, even though it's match point, and then you do, and it's like, wow, like no one's expecting it to end at that point at the 4v1. But I said it at the time. You don't want to stand out in the open with those 1v1s. What you want is kind of what we saw earlier. When they planted on C, and then you had one on CT and one in B. You're holding it, but you're also kind of staying hidden, and you're just denying to go anywhere. In that case, they were just kind of peeking out, trying to get the kill. So that's kind of why they allowed that clutch to happen. Maybe that's something we need to work on. Is 1v1s. I mean, from what I've seen, definitely to work on the 1v1s. But I mean, definitely some great plays there and great clutches from both sides. Yeah, I mean, obviously it could be better, but the way that T2G played their individual gameplay wasn't terrible. A lot of them had their moments to shine, and they certainly did at times. But maybe just the team play that needs improvement there. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know too much of theory. All I know is that you cannot allow 1v1s to occur like that in such a like you have the spike at that rate, you could just stack everyone onto site and just have a cross on the entry, but yeah, that was it. They just took the game just like that. And Empire, I mean, I see that they have some fans in chat as well. They have spam this fire to help out Empire. I love that. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be it from us. Production wants us to wrap it up. Let us cook, bro. But yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna head over to break, and I will see you guys later. I've been Drew. This has been Dark, and hope you have a great rest of your day.
conversations with you.